Hey everyone, welcome to Brothers Chatter. As you guys can see, we're down to two people today. So this episode is going to be like a little like side video, kind of just me and Dick and bullshitting, talking around, um, getting into some like the little shit that's been happening in the news lately. You know, some politics, some gaming stuff, just some real life shit. So, hey, 2 weeks straight we're seeing Dickon. How are you doing today, little pussy?
I'm here.
You know, you're just on, you got some burgers today, your little Blackstone. Gotta chill out. Why I was losing a tournament, so I didn't get to enjoy that.
I ate four of them bitches.
There's no way you put four burgers in. There's no
All
fucking
that.
way. If y'all saw this fucker, dude, he's like fucking like 5'8", like just 102 pounds.
60.
Maybe. Damn. So I was actually excited today. We were supposed to do the whole podcast today, but they're the two actual fucking brothers had some issues, so they had to take the day off. So I was excited because my big thing I was gonna fucking do, like I was gonna bring up, I don't know, like you watch TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how far you're in on my side of TikTok because I go both ways on like the fucking nut side and then like just like the normal shit. But so I saw this video earlier in the week. I think it's like all over Facebook now too, about you see the baby dad that dropped off McDonald's like a Happy Meal. Have you heard about that yet? He dropped it off to all right. So this guy,
Yeah,
yeah,
I did.
because it's like blowing all over Facebook now too. Like people are
She's
taking
got like six other
surveys.
kids.
Yeah. So like I was laughing at first because like I don't know, like obviously you don't know the backstory of this fucking like the guy, like does he do this once a month, is he barely around, whatever. But I started seeing fucking people taking like surveys like on Facebook, like, do you think this is acceptable? And like 70% of people are saying no, he's in the wrong. And I'm thinking, what, like, I'm confused on how that's in the wrong because the motherfucker, you're mad if a dad isn't there, and then the dad's there for his fucking kid, and like none of the motherfucking kids are his biological. Like no kids are his, other than the one, and he's supposed to supply all them kids with fucking McDonald's. That's fucking. And then the mom turns the food away, but is complaining that she doesn't have the food to really feed them like that. I mean, I'm confused on what kind of hood rat shit was going on over there, but I feel bad for that fucking dude, man. Like I just
Wouldn't even say it's hood rat shit. It's just men in general.
like and see, and that's why, because I know I sparked some fire with some people who saw the episode or watched it live with the whole like the abortion shit. Mm, not even the fact that I was talking about scraping the fucker out, but I'm talking about like just like apparently you can't bring up men's fucking rights while women are getting theirs taken or something. Like I don't know. Apparently now I've seen sexist or some shit, but like to me like that's like we're talking about like the woman rights shit, but like that's a man's right too, right there. Like the man's just trying to take care of his fucking kid, and he's getting blasted for it. Like I feel like we're like nobody's on the same page anymore. Like that shit irked me. Like people are like really like laughing about it, or like yeah, he's in the wrong, but like I guess I'm a piece of shit because if that was my case with my son's mother and she had three other kids, I'm just bringing my kid a Happy Meal. Like I'm not bringing them other kids shit. That's not my responsibility.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's like if I had the extra money every now and then, maybe, because that's the right thing to do. But at the end of the day, like as long as you're taking care of yours, like that's her responsibility. She's the one who popped out all all the motherfucking kids, little ass whore. God damn, I'm paying for her being a whore. Like that's fucking crazy. That is fucking nuts. I, I just like I want to get that out. Like I was so excited all week to fucking say that because like I was gonna just go on a rampage about it. But like I'm just I am mind blown by that.
Even the abortion remarks that got you in hot water. Knew that
Yeah,
shit was coming for 50 years.
yeah, that
And then
that
they
guy.
got tips like 5 days before that they were going to overturn it. And you wait wait that long.
Like that got me in some shit. But to be fair, like, all right, so I'm not gonna throw out names from somebody I talked to at work, but she's just like, I guess you would label her as like a Karen type. You know what I mean? Like she's like a Karen type. Like,
Complain about everything.
yeah, but like she's like, it doesn't make sense because like she's hardcore on one thing but not on the other. So to me, you would think a Karen would be like, hey, let's defend this. Like, no, give us our fucking, you know, abortion back type shit. You know, but she was for it. She was for it. I don't know if it's like the religious in her coming out. I'm guessing because she's like really religious. So I'm guessing that would probably be why, like the whole abortion thing with the religion stuff. But like, as I was talking to her about it, because like I just like to ruffle her feathers, man. That makes my day go by, my night go by so fast, just getting her fucking fired up. And the other lady with me, she'll just fucking crack up because she knows what I'm doing. But I was talking to her about it. And I was expecting her to be like, "Yeah, this is bullshit." She said, "Yeah, I just grounded my son, let alone her son's like in his 20s, and she grounded him." I don't know what's going on over there in Karen world, but
How do you ground a 20-year-old?
well, he's like 26. Yeah, I
A grown ass man.
well, he's grounded, but he's grounded through the 4th of July weekend. So I don't I don't know if that means he can't go watch fireworks or not. Like I don't know what that meant. I was still trying. I'm gonna ask her next week. Like, hey, what did that mean that you grounded your kid like that? But I guess him and his adult friends can't go watch fireworks, or I don't know. Maybe he can't use a cell phone past 9. I don't know what I don't know what that meant, but she
It'd be
was.
hard to explain. Your
Could you?
buddies.
Could you? I was gonna. Could you imagine like you try to text me one day and I'm like, yeah, my mom grounded me. What, bro? If one of y'all said that shit, I would geek. I would never talk to you guys ever again. If you text me, yeah, my mom grounded me. Tim, you trying to go fishing? Mom grounded me. The fuck? That she said she was going off the deep end on him because he's like, that's not fair that they took the rights away. And she was like, what do you mean it's not fair? She goes, stop spreading your fucking legs, use protection. I was like,
Valid point.
but she said I agree with, like, it should still be you get raped, obviously, if you prove that you had protection, which I don't know how you would prove that you were protected. I guess like the girl on birth control or whatever, and it failed. Then like, yeah, like you can get an abortion because you were trying to stop it.
They didn't outlaw abortion.
No,
They just left it up to the states.
and that's where I got fucking the heat from, because I said it's like y'all didn't lose your fucking rights. That it's just not a federal law anymore. It's just now your states can do it, and I'm like, if you live in a state that doesn't allow abortion, just do what other people do and travel outside that state, like to go buy weed. Just go buy your abortion in the next state over. You know, it's not like you can't fucking do it. So I mean, that yeah, I can't. That shit got me in. I thought for sure it was gonna be like the scrape the fetus, grab it by the motherfucking neck, and pull that bitch out with a hanger or something. I thought that was gonna get it, but no, not that, not that. Jesus Lord, that yeah, that fucking that was making my night the other night. Is listening to her go off about that shit, and then we were talking about gun laws. I mean, she's just fucking nuts, man. I don't know if you ever work with somebody like that, but like she is fucking nuts. Like I don't know if she should qualify to work in this building at all. Like I don't think she should be able to work here. Like how crazy she is. And that's me saying it.
The woman I work with, she loves Joel Osteen.
Jesus.
We always make comments like she gets real pissed.
Jesus Lord. My Lord.
Oh, he's just stealing people's money. Got that big ass mansion.
Fuck yeah.
She gets real mad at us. Spreading God's word. Yeah, for a profit.
I mean, honestly, bro, like that's to me, that's any like pastor, like minister or whatever. Like I'm gonna be honest, I believe in God. I prayed a couple times in my life, you know, when I thought I was dying or you know, for somebody like when my dad was passing away or whatever. But I don't believe in church. Like I don't believe in church because church is just a money making scheme, you know. And
I
my
just don't trust it anymore.
well, like for me, like I remember when I was younger, like you go to church, they pass the offering around. Like you don't put money in that offering, like you kind of get looked at by like the ushers and like so like to me it's like all right, so you're pretty much paying to go to church, or you get
Worked with,
scolded the back row, motherfucker. Like that's crazy.
worked with a guy. He was really religious, and I didn't know this, and I started banging shit. I was getting mad. And everything was fuck this, fuck that. I come down, and he's like, "Hey, Jesus." It kind of like stopped me, like, "Oh shit." Not that he was like super religious, just the fact that I was fuck this, fuck that,
Yeah,
and motherfucker, goddamn, all that shit. Oh man, I just offended the fuck out of this guy.
but see, I don't know why like cussing offends them like that. You know, like I just
I don't think it was so much like I think it was the goddamn and
oh
Jesus Christ and all that stuff. I think that's what. But he explained to me why you give like they're supposed to give money for the offering, and
I mean it's like to help support the church, right? Like for like bills or repairs stuff like that.
I can't remember the exact wording, but like you're supposed to be a steward of the church and give a percentage of your income.
Yeah, fuck no. So, and that's where it's like, yo, I'm starting to look like the atheist side. Like, yo, they might be onto something over here because like churches are like fucking cults, man. Like, I'm starting to like go past like the fucking like the Catholics and shit, and now I'm looking at other religions. Like, yo, when you think about it, like so the wedding shit. I met the minister, bro. He seems like a really down to earth, chill guy. Like you know, nothing against him. Fuck, my uncle was a minister. He's down to earth, goofy motherfucker. You know, but when you look at it, it's like, all right, like, so you can get married in the church, but you know, you gotta give the donation. So it's not for free. Just say, hey, we're charging you $250 or something to fucking like. Just say you're charged. Like you gotta give a donation. You might as well just say it's like, hey, come watch my stream, but it costs you $5 to. Like donate $5. You can like motherfucker just say, hey, pay $5. You can watch the stream. You know, like that shit doesn't make sense to me. I
But have
don't.
some bomb ass content for $5.
Well, I would be like $1.50. You know, depends on what the game I'm playing. Like it could go from like a $20 to like $1.50 range.
$20.
Hey, my Warzone shit kind of go like that, man. We grind it sometimes. Although I hope Vince watches this, cause fuck him, cause he is slacking on me this past week. But you know that's other news. Other fucking news. No, I was kind of hoping you peeped the game I was playing, cause I knew you were off all fucking week. So I was kind of hoping like you would have peeped it and saw me and Marine playing. Like you might have like looked into it, cause we were trying to get fucking Tim to get it. But I already know where you're at with the gaming shit. You know, it's I can tell you this from just today with Vince not being here for Warzone and like my tournament. Obviously, like solo tournaments go by quicker. Um, Warzone started pissing me off, so I was like, "Fuck." I hopped on Tarkov for like a white or like a run, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm bored of this already." If it wasn't for this game, I probably wouldn't even have fucking stream more than like 2 hours tonight. So I might be kind of going towards your like thought process on gaming right now. I just not finding too many games that like I'm interested in other than the same old, same old. And like I said, Warzone's only because I can win money. If it wasn't for
Did
that, I.
start
You said what?
did start playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I played. I think I played the one with like when they were like the pirate shit,
Yeah, I quit playing then.
and I
And I
played.
tried the other ones, and I'm like, this ain't me.
I played the like. What was that war like with Britain? The Civil War. Nah, the Civil War is fun.
Revolutionary War.
Yeah, the Civil. No, yeah, the
Talking about
Revolution.
rights, and you don't even know what.
No, yeah, the Revolutionary War. I played that one, and then I don't think I played Valhalla. I think I played the one in like the Egypt shit.
Origins, I think.
Maybe like that was about the one of the last ones I played. Which it was a good game. It's just the storyline. Like I grew out of storyline shit. Like I don't want my storyline to be like that. Like I don't mind the GTA storyline. But I
That's
like
all I play the games for anymore.
no. I Now when Modern Warfare comes out, I'm gonna do it because it's like a whole new storyline type thing. I don't know why they're naming it Modern Warfare when it's like a whole new thing. I think that's confusing some people, but I'm gonna play that because that's just a childhood thing, you know. Uh, I can't even
Right,
tell
I
you the.
mean, you got two styles of online game. You got like the open world, then you got the shooter, and that's just about it.
I mean, and that's the sports took a dive because they. I think NBA is well, fuck if you can't even say that. All right, NBA for like the story, like the stuff like that is probably one of the better sports games. FIFA is up there too. I think FIFA is just because people like that like team up like online shit type stuff. Like the
Never played FIFA.
it's actually pretty fun. But if I had to get a sports game that I would play, it would be NBA because like I would grind out like the NBA my player shit. But that game only runs its course because I played it when I had Xbox because like a couple other buddies had it, and we would get together and we had a my team like with our players and like we were playing like online stuff for like money and stuff. So that was fun. But then when I switched to the PS4 and I was the only one who had it on the PS4, it got boring. It's like you can only play the CPU shit for so long or like against random people online with your my player so long and then it gets boring. But I think you're right. I think gaming's coming to like going to be a looter shooter like a Tarkov, or you're going to have your battle royales right now. Like eventually, it's just going to be phased out too, and you're going to go to fuck. I don't even know what the younger generation is going to fucking like because Tarkov actually has lost some swing with some people because it got apparently way too fucking realistic and a lot of like the bigger streamers said fuck this game now because apparently there's like a quest you gotta do where you gotta carry a tank battery. Like you gotta find a tank battery and like get out with it or whatever. Well, the tank battery's probably fucking heavy, so a guy found it like on his like third or fourth wipe, got lucky, found it, and I don't like obviously Tarkov you have to like up your skills and stuff. So like the more you play, the better your like strength, the higher your strength gets, endurance, stamina, like stuff like that. So like it would only been a couple runs in for him, like his character's still like real low level. Uh, it took him I think 30 minutes to get the tank battery across the map into an extract point. So this Summit 1G guy, streamer, was watched a clip of it and was like, yeah, Tarkov took it too far. That game's fucking dumb. He said, and that's what happens when devs are allowed to play their own fucking game. He goes, that one of those fucking devs was probably playing Tarkov last wipe, was getting his ass fucked by us normal players, and got fucking mad and said, we need to make the game more realistic so he can now try to go fuck them. He's like, he said, that's too much on a game. Which, I mean, I agree. to an extent. Like that's some dedication. I mean that game takes you like 8 hours a day. You gotta play to like keep up with people, and that's a lot, man. That is a lot. If you're not playing a minimum 4 hours a day, you're behind already.
I was watching some dude play DayZ the other day.
Yeah, I know.
He was straight fucking with people.
I wish that's where I wish you had like a fucking PC because I would actually play that game again on PC. Like again, Summit 1G has been playing DayZ, and he had a point which like I think when me and you played, like it was a solid like if they would like lower the zombie count down on the maps to where like yeah obviously it's a zombie game so you're gonna have to have zombies, but if they were lower it down to where you could get into a city and like have a fight and you're not surrounded by like 40 fucking zombies, that game would be probably one of the best fucking open world survival games out there. It just that killed it. Like, I tried. I know when I hopped on PC and was able to get in like all the fun like lobbies and like maps and stuff like that. Like still like you one gunshot you got like fucking 30 zombies on your ass. Like what are you gonna do with that? You're wasting all your fucking ammo for that. Just that ruined it right there.
And if you do get out, somebody's gonna pop you.
Yeah, but I don't miss the because I was watching him play the other morning. I don't miss the you heard a gunshot around you, you take a shot, you guys lose each other, and then you're sitting still for like 30 fucking minutes trying to figure out where the other one is, waiting for the other to move. I'm like, yeah, that got boring in the nighttime shit. I forgot how bad that shit was. It was like what 30 minutes of nighttime. We had to get like smoke a fucking cigarette every fucking nighttime, just sit in a fucking corner. God, that was miserable. And then what? Fuck. What did we play after that? Rust. Rust was cool until they stopped doing stuff for That's the problem is consoles are just out the door. That's where I think we're gonna have to. The PS4, Xbox, they got to go and just start making stuff for PS5 and the new Xbox up. Because that's the old consoles are holding everything back.
Can't because they can't get the new ones out.
I mean, like just like I think I said to you guys like a few weeks ago, like that just held Warzone 2 up. Like so now you're gonna have a game coming out that's still gonna have to be able to. The PS4 and the old systems are gonna have to be able to hold graphic wise on. You just wasted fucking time, you know. Wasted fucking time.
I don't think they have much of a choice though.
I don't remember like when PS4 came out. Like I didn't get it right away, but like I got it that same year. But like I remember they stopped making stuff for the old console pretty fucking like within that first year of it coming out. I mean, also like you said, like that console wasn't as hard to get. Like it was pretty readily available. Or if they ran out of stock, like within a couple of days and the next week they had it back in. But
it was still like $1,000 just to get a 5 or.
Yeah, to get a 5 still is 1,000 unless like there's a couple people around here that can get it for you for like 7. If they hook you up. If they hook you up and they don't want to make a profit off you, if you know them, you can get it for like 6 or 7. Other than that, you're gonna have to pay 1,000 for it. Which at that point in time, if you're paying 1,000 for a PS5, you might as well just save up another month or two of a paycheck and just go buy a fucking PC for all that. Because they were released for $399 and $499, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be $499. $499 for the one and $399 for the other.
Yeah, because I think $399 was like the no disc tray or whatever.
I'm thinking you can still get them from Sony, but you gotta
that's a wait
sit on their sit on their website for hours on end.
That
you might not get one.
I thought they were doing like a wait list where like people were like, yeah, you're already on it for like a year. That's pointless to me at that point. It's like, if you really want a console that bad, just go spend the fucking money.
I'm sure the stuff for some of your PC ain't easy to get a hold of.
There's one graphics cards, like the graphics cards, are like when I was building it, like me and Marie were building it, that was the hard one to get in. That's why I think we went with the one I got. It's not like a terrible one. It's not a bad one. It's not like the best one. I mean, it's pretty alright, but it's just because it was available right then. Other than that,
I mean, nobody was prepared for COVID.
I mean, I don't know if you can really say that or if they just want to act like that. Because I mean, we're 2 years in and nobody still understands what the fuck's going on.
Not as far as like supply chain stuff. You can't predict that.
I mean, are we saying that the supply chain? I don't know. I don't agree. Like, I think we're the problem with the supply chain.
Everybody was home, so we're buying shit up. Stay busy.
Yeah, I mean, I see that, but as far as the supply chain, like, why are we still suffering from a supply chain today? Like, the price of oil is nowhere near what the fuck we're paying. I mean, we're paying for ethanol at this point, but like,
Nobody wants to work either. So
I mean, that's still a problem. But that's also the state's problems that are allowing people to just sit at home for nothing. You like that's what I don't get is before COVID, like nobody like unemployment was like if somebody's with unemployment, you think like this. You're thinking in my head it was something happened like your job laid you off, you got fired or whatever, they don't need you, or very seldom like you had like a problem where like you could slide through the cracks and be like, yeah, I have back pain, I can't really work, but like you're still like you're living off the system, but it's not fun. Now it's like, yeah, I got unemployment. It's like everybody's like proud of that shit. Like I don't. Plus, a lot of jobs are allowing you to work from home now. Still, that's
yeah,
that's the cool thing that I think has started. Like I'm cool with is like the amount of jobs you can get now that you can just work from home. Like my dad runs several offices from his house, and they're like states like Texas, Virginia, Oklahoma. Like I mean, and he's running them from fucking Maryland. Now, granted, he does like every few months he has to like fly out to one of them for like a couple days to like show his face, but they pay for your flight, your hotel, so it's like, oh, a free trip, you know. But he also, I mean, he spent 30 years getting to that point, so.
one friend's an insurance agent and works from home.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of your insurance stuff, home, the dish people, like I guess your like contact, like your support or whatever, work from home. Uh, shit, our local, the Atlanta Broadband don't even have a fucking office down here anymore. Didn't even know that. I think they only use it as like a warehouse for their trucks and like spare parts now.
Well, I turned my thing in that.
You drop it there, you mail it in somewhere. But if you have a technician, because we were looking at that, because I was thinking of like, fuck, what am I gonna do with my box now? But I think if the technician comes, because like we're about to just get internet, so when he comes, he can just take that box and replace it with another one or whatever. Honestly, I was just gonna next time I saw somebody like driving one of like the Atlanta Broadband, I was just gonna stop next to them and be like, hey, can you guys take this box? Probably do it that way. I mean, that has been the downfall to COVID. Also, is just like so the regulations on a lot of shit. Like I don't get how. I guess maybe it's just Maryland or maybe it's all states. I don't know, but Maryland, you got in a state building mask, in a doctor's office or like hospital or something mask still, but it's like everywhere else no mask. So like I'm just confused. I understand like maybe the doctors or the hospital because it's like okay, you might be around somebody who has COVID, but like I can go to a sporting event with like 100,000 other fucking people, and that's cool to not wear a mask at now. But if I go to that hospital or I walk into a state fucking facility, like mask. That's the same. Like we only wear
Or you
ours.
still gotta wear a mask?
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
fuck.
You guys aren't.
Oh.
Oh but you're not state though, so maybe that's why you guys don't have the same regulations. I wonder if federal prisons are.
I don't think so.
I guess state is just because it's state. I don't know.
Could ask Crabtree, you would know.
I might have because like I thought I was gonna get arrested like 2 months ago because of that shit. Because when that shit happened to my face, like the reaction they had to send me to the workers' comp doctor, which is down by Planet Fitness at like doctor's office there, and they're in the
The
right side.
wellness center, isn't it?
I think the wellness center is the one up by the Chinese buffet.
Oh.
Maybe. I think this one is like a UPMC one now. Because
Okay.
I guess Pittsburgh bought up all of our fucking doctor's offices and hospital stuff. But fucking, I went in there. I sat down. They gave me a mask at the when I walked in. Cause like I said, ever since I left DJS and I came to work out where I'm at, like I don't have to wear a mask unless we go into the high, which is only for a couple of days, and then it goes right back down to medium or low, so I'm good. So I walked in. They gave me a fucking mask. I'm sitting down at the end. I'm the only fucking dude in this side. Like, there's nobody within like 40 feet of me. And the one fucking like doctor's assistant or nurse or whatever he was walks out and was like, "They gave you that mask for a reason. You need to put it on." And I looked at him. And I was like, "I'm 6 feet away from people though." And he's like, "That doesn't matter. You need to wear it." I said, "Isn't one of y'all's fucking rules like if you're 6 feet away, like I'm supposed to be 6 feet away? You need to put your mask on." You need to shut the fuck up. Like, what are you gonna do if I don't put my mask on? Well, we're gonna have to call the police. For what? Like, they don't wear masks either. Like, the fuck? They gonna walk in here and tell me to put my mask on while he doesn't have a mask on? I got into like a 5 minute argument with this fucking dude, like, over a fucking mask, man. Like, Jesus Christ. You're wearing yours,
Yeah.
bro. You feel protected.
Got rid of ours in March.
When did I get hot? I started out here in February. And yeah, I want to say March was when they got rid of it. The end of March, end of February, beginning of March.
I think it was that judge or whatever overthrew everything.
Yeah, because something happened where like I know all of our shit just immediately like you came in one day, which we never wore them anyway, and nothing ever happened. But I mean, at that point, like I think fast food people still wear them, which like I guess they have to being around food. But I haven't seen a lot of fucking like people wearing them like in McDonald's or shit like that anymore. So I don't know if that's out the window now too, or
I've seen a couple people wear them here and there. Public.
I just now look for the people who like I like the ones who drive with them. If you're that fucking person, man, you're a fucking bitch. Like you're just a fucking little ass bitch. Don't even watch our fucking podcast. This is not going to be for you. I can tell you that now. If you're that fucking person. If you're that person that's driving with your mask on because you're so scared that shit's coming through fucking vents, don't just tune out. Just tune out. Don't forget about the Brothers Shatter. It's not for you. Just not for you. Jesus Christ. Those people piss me off.
I like how you locate things by what restaurant it's close by.
Hey, I know where all that shit's at, bro. I'm really disappointed in Dunkin' Donuts, by the way. Speaking of restaurants, they fucking suck. Their coffee's good, but have you've never been to a Dunkin'? Have you ever been?
I haven't been to Dunkin' Donuts since it was down by Wendy's.
Oh, you're gonna hate it then, because apparently that was like the old time. So you know, Dunkin' Donuts don't even make their donuts fresh anymore. At least ours doesn't.
Oh.
Dunkin' Donuts, like you know how like they used to make the donut, like somebody would get there like 4 or 5 in the morning, make the donuts. No, they don't do that. They're there like 4 or 5 in the morning because they had to unload the truck of where the donuts came from. They don't even make their donuts there. And I promise you can fucking tell. They're fucking disgusting. I like the Krispy Kreme ones. I'm a fan of crispy, Krispy Kreme. Because when I lived in PA in Washington, we had a Dunkin' and a Krispy Kreme. And it was like, damn, Krispy Kreme all the way, but their coffee sucks. Our Dunkin', their coffee's cool, but god damn, those donuts were fucking awful.
I
I've
went
never,
to a Krispy Kreme down in South Carolina, and like you could stand there in the window and watch them make
yeah,
them.
God, I just love the Krispy Kreme donut feel, like just like the fluff white. Oh my god. See, Dunkin' Donuts don't got that shit. They got the fucking custard ones. Like, ugh.
Don't mind the sheets donuts; they're not too bad.
I usually get their Boston cream ones. But when COVID happened, they kind of got like knocked down for a while. They weren't doing some of that shit. Now I've saw that they've had some of it back, but not. Unless because I get it later. Like I haven't seen like any good ones out. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous.
I was video chatting with my brother the other day, and I was looking at my beard. I got some gray in there, looking like Tim.
Dude, right here, I thought I was going like getting my blonde hair back. Apparently, it's like fucking gray hair coming in.
I got real bad right in here.
Yeah. If I start getting gray hair, I'll go bald. I'm not supporting the gray on the hair part. The beard, I'll rock the gray. Hair, I'm going bald.
Nina's like, "You want to get some dye and dye your beard?" No, I'm just gonna shave it off in a couple days anyway.
Yeah, I can't. I can't imagine life without this, man. I've had this motherfucker for like 7 years now. Would have been longer, but stupid ass me shaved it for fucking DJS. I don't know why. I have no clue why I did. But it was like it wasn't like as long as this, but it was like still covering my face. And I shaved it all off for my interview at DJS. No clue. Hated that moment in life.
Won't say any names, but did you see that thing about the kids in town? No shoes on.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Did you read the comments? People were defending that shit.
They were defending her?
Yeah. You
Nah.
don't know the situation. Like, kids are unattended outside.
I saw some of it. So the backstory for you all is this local Mother of the Year. Mother of the Year, you know, CPS should leave her alone because she's such a great mother. They were what, 3 years old and younger, 4 years old and younger. Like they were young, right?
Yeah.
Because I think they were still in diapers. They were found walking in the middle of the road. A neighbor, like someone in the area, pulled the kids into the house to get them off the fucking road because they had no shoes on, just like I think diapers and stuff, just wandering around. These kids are like under 4, under 5 for sure. Took the mother 15 to 20 minutes to come up and figure out where her fucking kids are because she's yelling their name. So she obviously, like, the cops are like, yeah, what the fuck? They go to place on an arrest, and I think she starts, like, well, like, the article, like, she starts kind of being combative with them. So, like, they definitely threw her ass under arrest. The motherfucker, like, we have this lovely, lovely Cumberland on Patrol thing where it just tells you everything going on in our hometown. Just another one who is on unemployment and thinks this is a career opportunity for him, I guess. And people on Facebook, which I took as, I didn't see as many comments, I guess. Like, I didn't look like for like the few days for it, but I was under the understanding that they were like her probably friends or family defending her, but like, yeah, I don't know how you defend that. I don't know. It's one thing, alright, if your kid can slip out, but like you should notice pretty fucking quick, like before they're running on the road, if there's something wrong, you know. Like that, I don't get that. Like my kid might disappear for a second, but when I don't see him or hear him for like, 2 3 seconds, I'm like, oh, he's up to something, and then I quickly find him. I don't get. I don't get that. I think there was something else on there, like just people defending some of these people, and like I'm just fucking confused by it.
You see the homeless people putting up tents at
Oh
George Washington headquarters.
yeah. Uh, I'm pretty sure those are like the train hopper motherfuckers because apparently we're like becoming like a really popular homeless city. Remember when we just had like one when it was like the blanket lady, like the real nice lady who got kicked out of Sheets couldn't go in Sheets anymore. You used to ask
You
for
know
your
where
cell
we go,
phone.
know where we go fishing?
Yeah,
On the other side of the river is a homeless village.
like in the tunnel or
Like
like in
off to the
the
side of
trail.
it.
Oh Jesus, that's
It's
why
like a
where we.
tent city there.
I wonder if that's why we always yell like heard people yelling.
That's like a tent city over there. Mother was talking to me about it the one day. I was over at his house.
Who?
We usually left him alone, but every
Oh,
once in a while we'd have to go down there and run him out.
I mean, I guess if you're gonna be homeless, like I would choose not, where we're not Allegheny County. I would probably like go be homeless somewhere cool. Like when we went to Key West one year, there was homeless people in Key West, and like my dad was intrigued by that. Like, hey, what's like why are you in Key West homeless? And they're like, well, we got trains out here to Florida, got a couple rides, this and that. We got somebody to take us over like all the bridges and drop us off here in Key West. And he said, if you're gonna be homeless, you might as well be homeless in a fucking paradise. And I was like, huh?
Valid point.
Because he was like, we got coconuts. He goes, you got all the water around you for fish. He's like, you're never gonna go hungry. He goes, all these beaches have like spigots, like where you rinse yourself off. He said, free water, free showers, uh, and we live in paradise. He's like, so, and all the tourists always feel bad and like give us money. So he's like, I live for free in paradise. I'm like, huh. If I fail at life, I was gonna do that. I was gonna save up enough money to get to Key West and just be homeless from there. Figure it out, Go down with a bathing suit, a couple bathing suits, and some tank tops, and we were gonna live life and some sunscreen. That would have been lit. But then I think you got your. What was it? Apparently now, like I guess now, like it's hard to be homeless because I guess people still can't evict you because of COVID.
Yeah, it's still fucked up.
So I heard like we had like the local landlord meeting thing here apparently, and like I heard that they're pissed because like tenants owe like thousands of fucking dollars still from like the past 2 years they haven't been paying. Like it's hard to evict them because they just keep saying about COVID, or they go get a COVID test and like or something, or they go try to get COVID. Like it's just hard to touch them. I'm like, huh. Well, here in a couple of years when this shit fades away and you have like a $7,000 debt to someone, have fun with that. But
Foreclosed apartment buildings everywhere.
yeah, yeah. I mean, fuck my landlord though. He's never gonna get my fucking money. But fucking bastard.
Are you still dealing with that?
No, I haven't heard shit from him since. And that's because he got greedy. He would have got his fucking money. I was going to settle outside of court because he said I owed him like 1,000 more than what I fucking did for sure. Like I owed him. I owed him 1 month, and I can see why he charged me the second month. So like I would have paid the 1,000. It would have been $1,100. I would have paid that. I wouldn't have argued about the second month because technically I still have my shit in there. But in a text message, I gave him the date. Tell me if I'm wrong on this. I gave him the date. Hey, this is going to be my last day in the apartment. All the bills got canceled that day. They were done that day. I said I can't make, because he wanted to do a walkthrough afterwards. I said I can't make the meeting The door's unlocked. The key's on the counter. And then, I left half my shit in there because I'm not carrying all that shit down 3 flights of stairs. And he pissed me off, so I said, fuck him. I was wrong for that one. But he was going to keep my security deposit anyway because hearing, like, horror stories about this man of the other people he kept the security deposits on, I knew I wasn't going to get mine back. So I said, fuck it. So he charged me for that month, obviously the last month, which I was going to pay him. I had the $500 and I think it was like $550 down. Like I had it ready to go for him. Then he charged me a second month, texted me and said, hey, you now owe me $1,100. I said, what? He goes, yeah, your stuff's still in here and I have an eviction notice on the door for you. I said, I've been officially moved out since the last day of the last month. Like, why are you charging me rent again? He said, because you never did the walkthrough. Okay, I texted you, you responded, and I said the key is on the table, and all you said is something about, we need to do a walkthrough together. I don't know why the fuck we had to do that. Like, motherfucker, you can walk by yourself. I said, just keep the security deposit for cleaning out the rest of my stuff anyway. Like, the key's on the counter. Then the fucker's going to charge me. Somehow he got up to like $2,500 I owe him. There was no damages to the apartment. Obviously, he tried to find a couple things. So when we went to court, I had COVID. We missed the first one. I had COVID for the second one, exposure. The third one, I called his lawyer and I said, "Hey, look," I said, I will pay. I was gonna pay him the 25 and just say, "Fucking, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna pay him." I said, but I can't. I need 2 months. I said I will pay like $500 of each paycheck, and then after 2 months, every 2 weeks he'll get $500. After 2 months, he'll have his $2,500 and we'll be good or whatever. Like pretty much like, hey, I'm gonna pay whatever. She's like, yeah, that seems fair. His lawyer, that seems fair. I can't make the decision for him, but I'm gonna get a hold of him, and then he should say, yeah, we'll set up like how you're gonna pay if you're gonna drop it off to my office or send like to him. She called back like 3 seconds later. Like not even. I swear to God, I hung up the phone and like I literally went to like go take a shit and like she was calling back within like a minute or two. And she goes, yeah, that's not gonna work. He wants it all right now. I said, even with you drawing up a contract, I would like legally sign it like this, and he could say whatever. She said, yeah, he wants it all right now. I said, well, he's not going to get paid ever. And she goes, huh? And I said, yeah, I was trying to fix this for him. I said, I will pay him $1,500 right now and call it a day. And we'll settle for that, or he's not getting shit. So she called him back and she goes, no, he needs the full 25. And I said, well, if he wants to be greedy like that, fuck him. He's not getting shit. You can keep sending me court papers. I'm not showing up. It's a civil matter. And then I hung up the phone. And I got something in the mail. They're going to take my thing. Like, I guess he was eligible to take, like, taxes or, like, hold a check back or something, but never did. And it's been 2 years. So, I was expecting him to do it in the last taxes. I was expecting not to get, like, I guess federal or whatever back, or whatever they can withhold. So I was expecting him to do that, but never did. So I guess he's fucking cut his losses. I don't know. Fucking old bastard. Motherfucker had money, like, and I knew, and I didn't want to go to court because he literally is on the county, like, commissioner board for zoning and stuff. So, like, bro, like, he obviously, like, when you're on boards like that, you know people. I'm not.
Because there was a conflict of interest.
I should have, but like I said, I didn't go. I mean, I owed him the month. I should have just paid him the first month, and then I would have actually went to court because I would have had a valid reason. Like, yeah, but court's so weird about like text messages. Like you gotta like have it printed off. Like you can't just show your phone. And I'm like, this is too much for like a stupid ass matter, bro. You should have just took the $550 and then held my security deposit. You made $1,100 off me and called it a fucking day. You know? Fucking bullshit. Makes me want to be a landlord.
I refused to rent.
Yeah, well, I fucked up for several fucking years, dude. I rented since I was 18. My first apartment though was actually my first landlord. He was cool. He was he was like 85. He was Jewish, but he was like a Jersey City Jew. It was weird. Like he had like he wore like the polo like style shirt. He was like tan. He was 85, but like tan with like spiky gray hair and like yeah, the dude was a pimp, bro. He was cool as shit. But I was confused because like he had chains and stuff, but the one was like the Jewish thing, and I was like,
Sorry, David.
yeah, I was like, I don't know if you're like, I don't know what you are. Like, this is lit though. But he was cool as shit, man. He owned the building. I think like, I think he paid something for it or whatever. But like, he didn't overcharge. It was a 1 bedroom apartment, so he knew what he had. He knew like a 1 bedroom apartment. Like he charged, I think I paid $310 a month for that, and it was in the like, bro. If this was Cumberland, if this was where we live, I'd be paying like 900 to 1,000 because I lived in the heart of like Washington, PA. So like I lived right where the college was, like all this little shop, like literally in like the middle of the city. I would have paid a shit ton of money up here for that. But down there, he was like, yeah, it's a 1 bedroom. You walk, you don't have much room. Like, why am I going to like 300? It's fine. I think it was like 320 though. It was like a weird number. And then like obviously water was like, I think I paid $22 a month for water, and I paid like 28 to 35 for electric.
He was like the head of some like unknown Jewish mafia.
He might have, hey bro, because when I made him mad one time, because like you could come in through the front of the building, or like, but you parked in the back, but you could walk around the front. Nobody wanted to do that, so I would come up like the fire escape, which like he said like that's how you can get up. Like that's what most people do. You come up like through the fire escape. You kind of walk across the roof, and you come up another fire escape to your door. Like so, you would walk across like the first and second floor people's roofs, and then you would walk up another one. The most ghetto shit ever. But so I would smoke like on the fire escape part, and me and then the girl across from me, she smoked too. So like we just kept like a big container out there and filled it with like sand and stuff. And every now and then like one of us would change it every now and then. Like we would take turns. And something we got like a real bad like storm. It was like windy, snowy, and like somehow the fucking container, I don't know if somebody actually kicked it or if it just fell and I couldn't find it. So I didn't know he was there shoveling stuff. So it was like kind of snowy and stuff. So I'm thinking, oh, it's cool. I was smoking a cigarette and I flicked it onto the roof because like it landed in snow. Like this shit's not gonna burn nothing. Well, he saw that and he was like, he started yelling. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna pull out a fucking dreidel on me or some shit. Like he's gonna be mad as shit. Gonna be mad as shit. I heard it from him for like 5 fucking minutes about like how I was irresponsible. Like, come on, like. Do I need to like what are you thinking? I was like, I'm thinking it's snow and a cigarette, like fire, snow, fire, wet. Doesn't go together. Like it sort of burned out as soon as it fucking got flipped in the air because like the fucking cold ass sleet snow hit it. Like you know what state you live in, motherfucker? It's Pennsylvania. It's fucking freezing up here right now. Fucking bastard.
They have a legitimate argument in the summertime.
Yeah, in the summertime, I would have never flipped it. I would have flipped it on the fucking Vicelli Pizza fucking roof next to us. Me and the girl were doing that though for a little bit because, like, bro, you've had Vicelli Pizza because I think it was up here, right? Don't we have a Vicelli? Vocelli. It was a Vocelli. It's like a franchise.
I don't remember.
Good pizza, like real good, thick, like one of them like Chicago style pizzas, like thick crust, like thick pizza. They were the only fucking place around here, man, that like we would call an order because like it was connected to our building, and it would be like a 45-minute wait every time, and you know damn well ain't no one ordering your fucking shitty ass Vicelli pizza. So like we would just get mad at them. So like we would just flick all of our cigarettes on the roof. They probably had like when I moved out, they probably had like close to like 500 cigarettes just on their roof laying. I don't know how that shit never caught on fire. Like thinking about it now, that's probably stupid as fuck, but shit, fuck Vicelli pizza. Shit was kind of nasty.
I was younger and I was hiding it. I wanted to get caught by my parents for smoking. When I would go hunting, I would take them with me because I was by myself. I'd push them way down in the fucking the ground because the ground was so soft, but it was all fucking like small leaves.
Yeah,
I never thought about it till later. I was like, that was a bad fucking idea. I could have lit the mountain on fire.
you might have been one of the ones who have. You just never realized it.
Yeah,
Way to go,
there's
dude.
never been a fire up there.
Dude, I'm trying to think. Did I do anything stupid like that? Let's see. I think the dumbest thing I did was I stuck a fork in an outlet.
Fork?
Yeah,
How'd that work out?
it fucked me a little bit, but it wasn't like I thought like I would like should have died from it. I didn't mean it like I wasn't trying to, but like
It's only 110 now.
I mean I felt it, but like I didn't feel it as good as what I thought of. But then the outlet stopped working, and my dad got pissed because then it was like the living room outlet, so like he couldn't use that fucking outlet for a while till he fixed it. It was like right where
Your
like the
stove? Your
huh
stove, electric or gas?
electric.
It's that one time.
No, I'm good.
Can't let go of it.
No, I'm good.
It fucking hurts.
I bet because the fucking power cord to it's like that. It looks like a fucking black dick. I'm not shit thick and big. I'm not touching that. I'm not going nowhere near. I had a actually it was we had originally in this house had a gas one, but it was leaking one day, and after like it something happened like it leaking. My dad said fuck this shit and got it all closed off and got a electric one.
I fell through the carport roof
Yeah,
the other day when I was tearing it down.
yeah, that seems like a terrible thing.
Yeah, I got no warning. Like you can tell when it's soft or spongy. I didn't have none of that. I just stepped down and went straight through.
You're lucky that shit didn't cut you up.
Fucked the inside of my thigh up.
I fucking bet. I've never fallen through something like that, but I remember when it was like it was my first day at Websteront, and you know, like when I tried to trailer black backs up to like the loading dock, like you put like
Yeah.
you gotta pull the dock out. Well, there's probably like that much space in probably like that much space in between like each side of the dock, and I wasn't paying attention because it was my first time ever working in a warehouse like where you're unloading trucks like that, and we had to hand unload the containers, so I wasn't paying attention, and my fucking right leg shot through that motherfucker. So like I'm crouched up on one side and my whole leg is like almost touching the ground on the other side. And they pulled me out, and I promise you, like I held back tears. I went to the little porta potty, and I pulled down my pants. I had a fucking solid bruise already. Like I almost quit that day. It was my first day. I was like about to be like, nope, not doing this shit, not doing this shit. Fuck no. Fuck no. So, you got anything else interesting before we close this out, or just gonna
No,
be
not much going on
since
here.
since it's gonna be your last one for a couple weeks?
Yeah. Got a little tipsy last night. That was about it.
Yeah, I was wondering how your little thing went.
Went all right.
Nice. Thanks to that, it made my girl's ears perk up, and now I gotta go do something with her in the next couple weeks. So thanks.
Her she's mad anyway at you. Well, not at you, but
I don't know. She's always mad about something, bro. It's always something. I can only imagine what it is this time. I think it's like 5 things on the list right now towards me, or in
I'm sure
general.
it's probably. I'm sure you're aware of what it is. I don't want to put it out there though.
You can.
The baby, the
About no
kid,
baby. Wait, about no baby?
not not being allowed around him yet.
Oh, yeah, but that's also she gets upset about that, but it's also like tomorrow she works. So like tomorrow could have been a day she could have, but she works on Sundays. Like she picks some Sundays up, or she goes out of town. So it's like some of the Sundays that work out, she's going. So it's like, and then the Sunday she's like, "Hey, I'm around." Like, mm, oh, too late now. We already got a hell of other plans, girl. Like, fuck. I am gonna start getting them every other weekend though. Like
I thought you were supposed to have him by now.
we did, I was, but with COVID, the job really when I got demoted, that fucked everything up. Everything up. So, but with this one, our schedules kind of work where I'm off every weekend, and she's off every other weekend. So like the weekend she works is easy. Like I can just grab them, no no questions. But I don't want to take her weekend off from her because like that's when a lot of people go do stuff. So being civil and like the co-parenting thing, like as much as like I would be like, yeah, I'm just gonna take her for the whole weekend every weekend because that's my weekend off. I wouldn't want that to be done to me at the same time. Like that's
Yeah.
not nobody goes to a zoo on like a fucking Wednesday afternoon. Like that's not it. And then when he would start school and stuff like that, like the weekends are like for the fun parts and like the that's not fair that you would have to have him during school and sports practices and all that stuff, and then I get him on the weekends when we just gonna chill and have fun. Like I'm not gonna take that away from her. Like that would be a dickhead move. I'd rather be civil. Easier in the long run to just be happy.
No, I've considered. I mean, I'm not in the same situation, but I've considered pulling Weston out of school just to go do stuff.
This kid gonna need school all he can. He's really smart, but like you can tell he's an only child already.
Yeah.
So he definitely needs an interaction with kids. Like he's actually well behaved. Like I can bring him out in public. She can like nothing happens. Nothing. He listens. Uh, but when he is by himself with like just me or like my dad, mom, whatever, God, he's a little fucking hellion. My lord. And he's like way smarter than what he should be for his age. So like the responses you get back, you're like, motherfucker, what? Like, damn. Like I forget. He said something to me the other week. I was like, he wasn't listening. I was like, damn. I said, I guess I'm just gonna have to go drive your car. And he goes, Daddy, that's not gonna happen. I was like, what? What do you mean? Yeah, I'm gonna get in your car and drive. You ain't gonna do it since you don't want to listen. He goes, Daddy, did this shit. We know you're too big for it. All the time I said, this little motherfucker. Hey, you what?
And then it
What?
gets better.
And then like a month ago, we were coming. I was taking him home, and he was mad at me. Because it was time for him to go, and he was mad at me that I took him away from playing. He goes, "This motherfucker gonna say I'm daddy the whole day," and then I was like, "So did you have fun?" And he goes, we get talking about like I was saying something to him. He goes, "He called me Ethan." I looked back at him. I said, "What? What?" He goes, "You're not daddy right now. You're Ethan." I said, "Listen here, motherfucker. You little fucking 3-year-old ass old motherfucker. You better be walking. That's what the fuck we." No, I'm not walking. Oh, you little dick. God, am I fucked? If you're already doing that shit at 3, I can only imagine how this is going to go later. Fuck.
It gets worse.
Potty training is terrible. It, do,
Say that is bad for boys.
it doesn't help that, like, obviously when he's with his mom, like they're all girls, so it's like it's kind of like one of those like it's probably not easy to do, you know. And then when I have him, it's like I started the Cheerio thing, but like you can only do so much. Like I hold him there, and like it's like after a couple minutes, like if you're not gonna pee, I'm not gonna like force you to sit there all day, you know. So I try to catch him like when I'm like, all right, you just drank a whole bunch of water, and like I give him like 10, 20 minutes, and then I try to grab him, take him to the bathroom, or like in like a half hour, like try to grab him, but he outsmarted me the other week because I knew he didn't shit all day. I knew it was coming. It was getting time to take him home, and I was like, yeah, I got him. I got him. I was like, come on, let's go take a shit. Let's go poop. No, I don't got poop. Well, we're going to go before you go back home. No. Yeah, so I throw him on the toilet, you know. We're sitting there. You know, after like a minute or two, nothing's happening. I gave him like 3, 4 minutes. I was like, all right. Went to take him home. As we're walking outside, I see this motherfucker's diaper. It looked like he got a butt transplant. Look, this motherfucker looked like he got a Nicki Minaj ass. I said, because he likes to put hot stuff sometimes in his pants that he's not supposed to have. And I was like, yo, did you poop or are you hiding something? He goes, I poop. I fucking open that motherfucker, bro. I shit you not, bro. I could palm it like this. I was freaked out. I was like, why is it that fucking big? He goes, I feel better now. I said, why didn't we do that on the toilet? No. I was like, yeah, this is fucking. I'm stressing out, I think, because it's like he's at that age where like he's going to be starting stuff soon, and you can't do anything with diapers on. So like I'm freaking out. Like I don't want people to think like we're all terrible parents or stuff because like this kid's not using the toilet. But we've tried everything with this motherfucker. Everything.
There's kids in kindergarten in Weston's class that were still on diapers.
I'm surprised because you're not supposed to be in school with them.
He had to bribe Weston. We told him if he didn't start using the bathroom, we weren't going to Disney.
Oh, see, I need something like that. I'm about to say if you don't start using the bathroom, Batman dies. He loves Batman.
Would work.
Hey, but if you don't start using the bathroom, like Batman's gonna die. If I say Daddy's gonna die, I'll be like, okay, see ya, fatty. Fuck. Me and my mom's boyfriend fucked up. Like, I don't smoke, obviously, like in the car with him or anything. And when like I smoke or like he smokes cigarettes, like when we smoke there, like we're outside away from him. You know, we're not like he's not standing next to us or whatever. Because you know, I don't. I mean, even if he was, I don't think it's a big deal. But just like I don't want that smell to get on him and shit. Well, this motherfucker has been watching me and my mom's boyfriend smoke. So I get a phone call the other day from his mother, and his mother's like, "Hey, do you smoke again, or does your mom's boyfriend like?" I was like, "Yeah, he does." And I said, I've started to. I was like, "Why?" I was like, "Fuck, he smelled like it or something." Or I was like, "Fuck, this motherfucker snitched me out." Fuck. She's like, because my mom came and got me and brought me upstairs the other day, and she's like, "Tell me why he has one of the like party poppers like that you can blow up." This motherfucker had it in between his fingers and was holding it to his mouth like he's smoking a cigarette. And she said, "Three, what are you doing?" He said, like Daddy. Like, motherfucker. Motherfucker, you little snitch ass motherfucker. I was like, yeah. She goes, yeah. She goes, I was trying not to laugh because she's like, I wanted to like be like, no, that's Uggy. Because I was like, yeah, he asked when he saw me pull a cigarette out before. He was like, I want one. I was like, no, they're for adults. He goes, I adult. I said, no, you're a kid. He goes, no, I'm big boy. I said, they're for bigger boys. He goes, bigger like you, and was rubbing my belly. I said, motherfucker, fucking dick. We can't have him and Weston get together. That would not be fun.
Yeah, Weston's a little smart ass.
Well, yeah, and that little fucking Smarty Junior down here is doing the same shit. Fucking. Well, I think it's that time because it's 1:45 in the morning. I've been up all fucking day, so I
I've been up since 10:30.
well I went to bed at like 5 something. I got up 3 times because apparently our girls share the same snoring habits, and it sounded like a freight train was bussing through my room the other night, and then
Oh, I'm well aware.
well, it doesn't stop there because then the fucking little dumbass dog she has also snores just as fucking bad. It's like they're in a battle of the snores, and then you got the fucking cats that are like, I forgot cats are nocturnal, so these motherfuckers are just fucking dashing through the house. Just I don't know what they're doing, but like, so I was like, you know what, I'm fucking done. So I got up early. I was like, I fucking quit.
Slept in my bed for the first time probably in a month last night.
I still sleep in bed because like I get to the point where I sleep deprive myself for a couple of days and I just pass out and I don't even hear it anymore. But tonight's gonna be. That's why I also started like smoking kind of like lit because like when I smoke before bed she get like the smell so like she stays farther so like the snore's not right because like she'll like come up right behind me and like tuck in and it's like I can feel it vibrating my body and I'm like what the fuck is wrong with you. Like
I'm a room away and I can hear it.
yeah, I literally when I take my headset off out here, I can hear her through fucking a wall in a closet. And I can hear the dog through a wall in a closet, and like the dog's like what this fucking long, like like this is fucking ridiculous. I have to turn the fucking volume up on my TV in the living room at night when she's snoring because I can hear her through the house. I'm like, yeah, this is fucking crazy. But like I said, this was just like a little side episode we're doing since we had two of our brothers who are resting in pieces and some pisses tonight. Uh, couldn't do it, so we just kind of want to get on bullshit around, just a little behind the scenes type thing, like what we normally just bullshit and talk about. Obviously, we're playing games while we do it, but then you want to get to see our beautiful faces. So please make sure you guys start hitting the likes on this so our algorithm can go up. Share it. And then make sure you guys tune in next week for another episode. Every Friday night is what we're supposed to do. But some people all fucked up this weekend again. So here we are. And Dicken can take us out.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Leave a comment.
Tell us you love us. And then Dicken will show his
Ask
wiener
questions.
next week.
Who will?
You.
Oh, that'll work good.
Bet. Oh, yeah. Fuck. All right, everyone.
Later.